Uh, for the aging faster, usually
Wait, hold
men
up,
are
hold on.
like,
Let me finish on my facts though, because I was talking about how y'all deteriorated faster, right? Y'all lose collagen faster. Testosterone make you age fast in your body. Testosterone make you age fast in your body. You accumulate more visceral fat. Your telomeres and your DNA had deteriorate, burn out earlier. I mean, the list go on and on. Y'all don't live as long. That's the most clearest one.
for the
Um,
reason being we usually marry when we're 10 years to 7 years older than the person, so we're gonna have our features of aging a lot sooner than the
hold on.
women.
Say that again, because you think that made sense. Say that again.
Most marriages, the man is 7 to 10 years older,
Uh huh.
so our features of aging are gonna show a lot sooner than a woman who's 7 to 10 years younger than us.
So you think we just talking about a couple?
And I mean,
Hold
for the
on, real
most
quick, real
part,
quick. You think this only apply to marriage couples, huh?
I mean, yeah, that's where you see most of the aging happening
No,
between each
no,
other.
sir. Not at all. Not at all. You could take two people, they could be the same age. Who's more likely to outlive the other?
It depends on their lifestyle,
No, 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 no,
genetics.
no, no,
'Cause my
no.
dad looks younger than my
It's a
mom, and
very
my
simple
mom's younger than my
question,
dad.
sir. It's a very simple question. You have two people in a heterosexual relationship. Who's more likely to outlive the other, sir?
There's so many factors that come into play.
You want to argue crazy shit. That's a
You can't
simple
just say
answer,
definitive
sir.
because you
That's a simple answer. Okay. You
the
fight
oldest
feeling.
person alive
It might be
is
your brain
considered a
deteriorating.
man.
I'm gonna give you the credit,
I'm
sir. I'm gonna
just
give you the
like I'm
benefit of
trying
the
to
doubt.
understand.
No, that dementia be kicking in early, sir. It gotta be. Because what the fuck is you talking about? I asked you a simple question. You can't produce an answer. You know what the answer is, but you
Because
fighting
there
it.
is no definitive answer. It's not a
Sir,
fact.
sir, be for
It's not a
real.
fact that women live longer than
The
men.
denial is crazy.
It's lifestyle, it's your environment, it's your health, it's your
So what you
genetics.
saying is you think you got hope. You got hope for the future. You think you still stand a chance, right? Just say that.
Do
Just
you
say I'm
think
doing
you're
the
gonna
right
live
thing,
to
so I might have a chance.
130? You think you're gonna live to 130? No.
Now we're gonna just say ridiculous numbers.
The life expectancy in America is like 76, 78.
But hold on. What's the life expectancy for men and what's the life expectancy for women?
It depends because usually we gotta take into account of our lifestyles.
Oh
That's
Lord.
what they do. They take into
Even
account of
if they take into
lifestyles,
account, if
diseases,
they take into
etc.
account of lifestyle, sir, explain because like last I checked, men are more likely to engage in risky behavior and consume substances, sir.
Yeah, and those who do that have a more likely of
No. You
unaliving at a
missed the
younger
point.
age than someone who
You
doesn't.
missed the point, sir. Men in general. I thought we was gonna have a conversation about like the details in it, but you just don't. You just want to deny reality. That's crazy.
No, it's literally, it doesn't matter who ages faster. You can age and still live longer than somebody.
All right, sir. You got it.
Even aging
Oh,
doesn't
you
What's
say.
got it.
going on?
Y'all,
What's up?
I get it. Y'all live longer. You got it. But your shit don't work.
Car
Got it.
crashes, women crash more.
Women, what?
Women crash more.
Crash what?
Cars more. So they're
Oh,
more
you know
likely to
about?
be in a
Oh,
more
so hold
fatal
up.
accident.
Hold up. It's that's interesting because I know as a woman I have lower insurance rates than a man. But not only that, do you know cars are designed for men? Like the crash dummies for a while, they didn't have reliable data, and the crash dummies were the size of men, which caused women significantly more harm in the accidents. But
Yeah,
even
because
still,
they don't have the
women
technology.
insurance rate. Hold up, women pay less for insurance. So how does that make sense?
I don't know. I mean, most people have
Of course you don't.
life
It's
insurance
fine.
before 25 anyway.
It's whatever, sir. What's up, the real? He ain't saying nothing.
Hey, hey, what's going on?
Salutations,
I
sir.
just want to, I just want to say, I
No,
feel
hold up, real
that.
quick. Hold up, you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay? Are you good?
Yeah, yeah, like you just want to get past the greet and get straight to it.
Oh yeah, yeah, cause you know I.
You running out of
My bad.
time,
What's up,
sir.
though?
You running out of time. My bad. Let me hurry up. Go ahead.
All right. I feel men and women. I feel like they age the same because it's like it's all about taking care of yourself. So
Hold up. This the
whether
problem.
you
Hold on, sir. Sir.
50,
Sir. Hold on,
60,
sir. Sir.
70.
Sir. Real quick. Just hit me out, and then you can go. Okay, I ain't gonna cut you off. I just want to keep this in mind. This is not something about feeling. It's a fact. You can look it up. You literally can type it in your Google search, and it'll let you know. But go ahead. You
No,
got it.
no, true, but
Yeah.
like every
No, no,
statistic
no. Let him
isn't
go.
every statistic isn't fact. Every statistic isn't fact. I just go off what I see in everyday life and just what I see just in my family and other families and just in humans in general. Like people who take care of themselves, whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to live longer. And taking care of yourself isn't always like working out. It's just about eating right, having a good mental space, living a good productive life, not overworking yourself, not overstimulating yourself. If you're a human being and you're doing those things throughout your life, having moderation, you're going to live a beautiful long life, no matter if you're a man or a woman.
Yeah.
All your organs is going to work no matter if you're a man or a woman.
And
It's not
Tara,
about men
you are right. 5 to 6 years on
or
average
women
longer than
either.
men.
Faster. It's
Yeah, but let him finish. So let him land.
it's not statistics isn't always facts. Statistics is just you could pull a statistic from anywhere. You could pull they might be getting statistics from unhealthy people. That's
All right, let me get a little bit of information. Hold up. Since you talking about statistics, sir.
Yeah,
Since you talking about statistics, let me use some information to help you out, okay? Did you know
the
that estrogen slows? Hold up. Estrogen actually slows down your aging while testosterone speeds it up, right? Estrogen protects against heart disease, inflammation, and like different types of stress. But testosterone can, because of the risk taking and aggression and the things that come with it, can lead to immune suppression. It make the body age faster. You put your body through more stress, so you age faster.
that's for everybody.
Hmm.
And
Yeah, everybody have estrogen and
testosterone.
testosterone, but we hold up. We gonna
And women
pretend
have
like men don't have more testosterone and women have more estrogen.
women have
Or we gonna
testosterone too.
of course, sir.
and men have
Yeah,
estrogen
women
too.
and men both have testosterone and estrogen. Men have
Is it the
higher
same?
testosterone and women have lower testosterone.
Is
That's
it?
all it
No, no,
is.
no. Question: is it the
No, it's
same?
not the same, but we both have it though.
Okay, I never
It
said
No,
says
it. Calm down.
it
Hold
says
up,
on
calm down.
average women
All right,
tend
hold
to
up.
live
I'm gonna have to
longer.
mute y'all because that thing when y'all be cutting people off not cool. That's what I'm saying. Okay. No one ever said both men didn't have testosterone and estrogen. But we know that women have higher levels of estrogen and men tend to have higher levels of testosterone.
But that's not a determining factor.
I just told you why there's a determinant
Testosterone
factor.
does
It's
age you
not a
faster.
determining
Hold on, real
factor
one go ahead, Fuzzy, and then you can respond.
because
And
it says women do live 5 to 6 years longer than men. But while the exact reasons are multifactored, both biological and behavioral factors are believed to contribute to this difference.
but does living longer mean living
hold on.
healthier? Because
India was
Yeah,
next.
Okay, I just wanted to come off of Fuzz's point, but yeah, that is true. There are biological and environmental factors as to why men age faster. Testosterone would be one
behavior.
of the sorry,
Don't
what?
cut off. No. Don't cut off. Don't
Testosterone.
be rude.
Okay. Testosterone would be one of the factors as to why men age faster than women. Testosterone does age you faster. Also, not only testosterone, also like men don't have periods, so they have a buildup of iron. Like a buildup of iron can cause like oxidization within the body, which can like age you faster. Because women have periods, we release some of that blood that we have. So like we don't have like as much of a buildup as of iron as men do. So there are different factors. There are some environmental factors as well. Women just take better care of their health too. They're more health conscious compared to men. So yeah.
I don't know. Nowadays, they kind of just doing whatever, injecting, putting all this
Hold up, Fuzzy, Fuzzy,
products.
Fuzzy. Let's be for real, right? Because you were sitting here talking about the life expectancy.
I
You
mean, think
wasn't on
about
board.
this.
But hold up, real quick, Fuzzy. You wasn't on board, but then you looked it up and you realized it is different. Like, maybe, is it possible that
Because
Fuzzy?
of
Hold up,
biological and
sir, sir,
behavioral
sir.
factors.
Is it possible that you need more information? Is it possible that you're lacking information? Is that a possibility that you may be lacking some information when it comes to this topic? Just
I'm trying to give you
if
more
you had to
info.
look that up, huh?
I'm trying to give you more info. Like on
No,
average,
no, no, no,
women
no. I
consume
want you to
about
answer my
six
question.
pounds of lipstick throughout their lifetime. Is that good? No.
All right, you can't
Six
answer the
pounds of
question. What's
lipstick?
up? All right, I'm
No.
gonna mute you. What's up,
Well, men
S?
would
No,
consume
no, no,
more
no,
red.
no. We're not going to entertain that. He cutting people off. What's up, S? How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I didn't cut nobody off, but okay.
I'm cutting you off. Stop talking. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Did you want to respond to the prompt, S?
Men age faster than women. What do you mean by that?
Men bodies age faster than women's bodies. It's what part of it is confusing.
Right, okay. Interesting. I didn't know if you were talking like if it was like biological or like maturity. I didn't know.
I mean,
What's that
we
mean?
could argue both points, to be honest.
Right. Um, I think
I don't know
their
what that
bodies.
static is, but it's a little annoying.
Someone has a weird noise in the background.
I'm gonna mute everybody. I think it was just India. Go ahead.
I think men's bodies don't age faster than women's. Reason being that a man's frontal lobe develops later than a woman's. I know testosterone ages you, but I think it balances out in the end.
So hold on.
Um,
Hold on real quick. You think that a man ages slower because his prefrontal cortex develops at a later age?
yeah.
May
You
I
do know
chime?
that men, hold up. You do know when they look at brain scans, women throughout their life have more connections in the brain.
Right. I'm aware of that. I'm
Yeah,
not
so hold
saying
up. So
this
hold up.
to side with
Yeah.
men.
No, no, no. Hold up. I want you to understand something. If women have more connections in their brain, more gray matter, right? It makes sense that men are going to mature a little slower, right? But that does
Yeah.
not mean that it's deteriorating for women. It's that they never catch up.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. So why would you think that means they're aging slower?
No, I think the fact that men's frontal lobe doesn't develop as fast as a woman's um, contributes to the fact that they die at an earlier rate on average because men are more likely to have successful unalivings of themselves from the ages of 18 to about 25.
Uh,
Hold on 1 second, Michael. Um. So when you made a comment about the frontal lobe developing, are you talking about like the maturity age? I'm a little confused about that part.
When it comes to the frontal lobe, that's the part of our brain that
I know
is
what it is. I know what it is. I just want to understand your point.
so my point is men are their decision making part of their brain develops slower than a woman's. That I feel like is a correlation as to why men are more likely to unalive themselves from the ages of 18 to 25 compared to women, therefore bringing their average down when it comes to their life expectancy.
That
Okay.
that could just be
Hold up, sir. Hold up. Michael was next. Where Michael? 'Cause these
Thank you for
niggas.
having me. And how's everybody doing?
You welcome, sir. Welcome to the panel. What's going
Yes.
on?
I want to say the reason why men age faster than women is because I believe that, well, me as a man speaking, there's more stress on a man than there is a woman. You know what I'm saying? We go through much more than what a woman have to go through. It's much more pressure and stress on us.
Well, it's not. Hey, let me make this clear. It's not that y'all go through more as women. Y'all repress more. There's a difference.
See, I'm sorry, man. Can
So,
you
no,
repeat that,
so
please?
okay. So like women, when it comes to oppression, sexism is like like a type of oppression that exists in society. Women are more oppressed than men. So women actually go through more things than men. But because y'all repress, right, and y'all engage in high risk activity, it looks different. It's not that. It's like y'all the ones putting yourselves through more stress. It's not that you have to do. You're putting yourself through more stress.
Yes, ma'am. I understand that.
One of the couple ways, real quick, so a couple ways to deal with that is one, a lot of women are telling men to go to therapy. Go to therapy, work through your problems, talk about things, work on being vulnerable and open as a person. That's one, right? When it comes to risk taking behavior, like chill the fuck out. Stop trying to ride a motorcycle down the highway real fast. Stop trying to do like these risk taking behaviors that y'all engage with. They can like unalive y'all. Like y'all have
I
to stop
know.
doing it.
But for us, like you said, for us to go to counseling for a man, that's me. I'm speaking for myself, and that would be hard for a man. For me
Yeah, I
as a
wouldn't
man.
suggest like traditional cognitive behavioral therapy for men, to be honest. I think y'all would do better in a like a group therapy setting. Because men
That's
conform.
yeah, yes. I'm trying to say, be around. I mean, we can, man. I know, for instance, man, we can be around the bar, the pool table, watching the game, talking. What's going on, but being a setting like here, we take them to a doctor, like like a head doctor, like about our problem. That make a man feel kind of. I would be embarrassed about it. 'Cause I was asked to go talk to someone. I said, "Nah, man, that's." Cause I had thoughts at one time back here of doing something.
Yeah, so that
And I'm
embarrassment
54
men
years
feel.
old, so
So,
yeah.
hold up, real quick before you trauma down. That embarrassment that men feel is something that's socialized, right? That men are socialized to feel like they're not supposed to go work through their issues. There's a lot of reasons for that. Many of them are deviant reasons or whatever. But you feeling like you're going through something and you gotta like hold it in and you gotta deal with it alone. That's unnecessary stress that's gonna take years off your life.
You know, something that we don't tell y'all a lot. We can have a best woman beside side. We don't trust me. We don't. It's a lot that we hold in that we don't share with you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That
yeah, but that's not our job to deal with either. Men repressing their feelings, and the only time y'all like really want to be open is when you victimize yourself. And using women for emotional labor is not. It's for women and men's detriment. So
Can I
yeah,
add
like
something to that?
I'm
yes, ma'am.
sure. And then King then
Um,
go.
right. Thanks. What's it called? With men, I believe that they crap. I forgot my point. Damn.
It's okay.
And I
If
was
you,
gonna say I have a speech impairment. No, I'm from Alabama, so
are you
please
fine?
excuse.
You ain't got to explain shit to nobody, sir.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
managing. What you talking about? Go
Oh,
ahead,
when it
King. Oh, you got it. All right, go ahead,
yep.
Ash. You got it.
When it comes to men and mental health, I don't believe that it's nature. I think it's simply nurture, and I think men are suffering due to their own will, and they've decided to put that suffering onto themselves for no reason. And if we dismantle the patriarchy, then those stresses would not be on men. However, they want the benefits that come from the patriarchy so that they can inflict that upon us.
Yeah, so the thing, part of dismantling is the work to dismantle, right? One generation not gonna be able to dismantle patriarchy, but if men care about their mental health and they want to work through it, if people understood the damage that repression does to you, there are two books I could think of: is The Deepest Well and The Body Keeps the Score. It literally talks about how like all the stresses we experience in life and it builds up in the body, it weakens the immune system. It shortens your lifespan. So when the men say, "Well, I don't want to talk about these things," and get them out, and like what Michael was just saying to women, it don't. It's not that you need to say it to women, like because I hear that a lot. It's the fact that you're not talking about it at all. You go through something and you hold it in. You're putting stress on your body in a lot of ways that you can't see it.
Yes,
Go
we
ahead.
do.
Yeah, but go ahead, King.
I think just simply put, men live a harder life. That's why the life.
Why do you think men would live a harder life? Because you're saying the same thing Michael did.
Yeah, well, simply put, men work more hours. They work more dangerous jobs. They do more physical activity, so they are under more physical stress, and so that can shorten lifespan. Which a
These are
woman,
choices that men made.
uh,
Hold on, real
yeah,
quick. Do you think
okay,
men take pride in it?
yeah, it's nobody's complaining about that. It's natural.
But see, it's not natural. And that's the problem. Like when you say men work, like harder jobs or more dangerous jobs, the first thing in my mind is like, where happened to innovation? Like where's the innovation at? Because if y'all
Well,
taking pride, hold on real quick. if y'all taking pride in this identity of having this dangerous job and you doing it because it make you feel like a man, the thing is, it's not enough there's not enough like planning when it comes to innovation, how to make that job less dangerous, and that's a problem
Just
also.
quick question: how would this society run without infrastructure building?
No, you missing the point. Do you know what I mean by innovation?
I understand that, but
No.
I'm talking
That's what I'm
about
saying.
the society.
So first of all, you have to talk about a specific thing. Like, for example, to get a lot of the non-renewable sources of energy that we use on this planet, like, it's a lot of harm done trying to get the access to those things, right? But we use more renewable sources of energy. It'd be good for the environment. It'd be good for people. It would be
Oh,
good for
100%.
innovation, and it wouldn't be so much risk in it. But men are like, well, I feel like a man because I'm going down in the mines and shit like that. Like, it doesn't make sense. The problem is y'all take these dangerous jobs and it becomes part of your identity. But go
Well,
ahead. Hold up. Let us
again,
go.
those
No,
jobs are
King.
done.
Let us go and then you can respond.
Another thing, why are we bearing the brunt for the stresses that you put onto yourself for choosing the employment that you decide to get yourself into? And also, can we bear in mind that people that work in oil rigs, whether that be men or women, literally make up less than 5% of the society?
Okay, again, what you said 5% of the society. Say that again.
Yep,
No, I said say it again.
yep. Oh, say the whole sentence again.
The 5% part. I didn't hear the last part.
Oh, people that work in oil rigs, whether that be men or women, they literally make up less than 5% of the society.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about a specific job. I'm just talking about a job in general. I don't care if it's
But
physical or
women
not.
work jobs as well.
Again. We understand women work jobs. That's not abnormal. I'm talking about the hours they work, the overtime they put in.
You make those
They
choices.
don't do as much.
Men make those choices, and those choices were
But
based on capitalism.
again, no, it's based on I need to make money to provide for my family.
Who
Facts.
told you to provide for your
It's very
family?
simple.
Who told you to provide for your family?
If I don't provide for my family, a woman is not going to find me attractive. Therefore, I'm not going to have a family.
It's
Where are
his
you getting this idea from?
responsibility.
You
Well, that's
you like
usually
you
what
like
men
you
are
like
told.
men that can provide.
That's
My-
part of the patriarchal thinking that men pass down each
So
other.
wait, if I don't have ambition and don't provide, will you still date me? Simple yes or no.
I can
You
quickly
being real
respond to that.
extreme and you don't have to be.
I'm,
Like, hold
I'm
on,
just
no, you being hella extreme right now. Like, I just literally broke down a problem, a solution, and how it help everybody. You still like, well, I gotta get the money. Like, it's like you missing the point.
So would you take care of me? I'll be a house husband.
No, again, you're missing the whole point. You talking about, hold up real quick, because now you talking about what people doing in the house. I'm saying some of these dangerous jobs that y'all make part of your identity lacks innovation. It's a problem because like y'all look, hold up, sir. Because you say it like it's a problem, but too many men take pride in it. Y'all take
Why do you
pride
keep
in
bringing up
something.
dangerous jobs? I'm not talking about
No,
dangerous jobs.
You the one who brought it up. That's crazy.
Jobs in general, not
Sir,
dangerous
sir,
jobs.
sir. You the one who said that men work more dangerous jobs. You said
Jobs in longer
hold
hours.
up,
That
sir,
doesn't
sir,
dangerous
calm
jobs.
down. Hold up real quick, because you're the one who said that. Why would you say why am I bringing that up if you brought it up?
Oh, you stuck on that. Okay, keep going.
No. It's not about being stuck on it. We didn't finish the point. You want to move around from it, and you gonna claim I'm the one who said it? That's not
You just want to
true.
go on the conversation.
No.
Not be stuck on
Why
one
would you
thing.
lie flat out? Why would you flat out lie like
Why you
that?
keep being stuck on one thing?
No. You trying to move away from it because I gave an I gave a solution, and you don't even want to give feedback on that. Now it is not working for you. You want to move on
Your
to another
solution
point.
works, but why are we stuck on that?
No. You're missing the point, and you're still. It's like I'm trying to bring you back to the point, and you running away
Okay,
from
go
it.
ahead. Keep going.
I just said it. I just broke it down. I literally just gave information about it. As explained is a very small percentage of the population. I just explained how it lacks innovation, how we would be better as a society if we use renewable sources of energy, and you just like up back to the on to the next thing. When you brought up dangerous jobs in the first place.
Can I
Man,
respond?
Even if we talk about the amount of hours that you do, you're talking about it from a capitalist society. If we think about European countries, for example, the maximum amount of hours for a lot of European countries are 35 to 48 hours per week. So the fact that you're talking about longer hours is simply to do with the society that you reside in and deconstructing that sort of society. It's got
Yes, you
nothing
live
to
in
do with
America
the
or
fact
no?
that you're a man.
You live in
can
America
I
or no?
chime in on something, please?
Does she live in America? Yes or no?
You live in the
Who?
West. No, hold
You
up.
live in
She live in the
America?
West.
Me?
Yes.
No, because
Oh,
you're
I
going
don't
to
need. I
different
don't need to tell
countries.
you my address.
Well, here's the thing: he is your accent, and then what you just said, right? The
That's what I was
West.
asking her.
Hold on. But you live in the West, sir. The characteristics are very similar.
And patriarchy falls in all societies in the
It's
West.
just a simple yes or no. Do you live in America?
Oh, hold up, real quick. Michael was trying to say
Yes.
something because that was a ridiculous question. Go ahead, Michael.
Yes, I just want to chime in and tell this. I'm sorry, I do agree with what Mr. King's saying, and the answer to Miss F's question is, which he was talking about. From my understanding, it's the man's responsibility to provide and protect and maintain his household.
No, it's not. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is, ma'am.
No, the person's the person's responsibility to protect is the police, the
No, man.
firefighters.
I'm talking about you. Let me please. I mean to provide, protect, and maintain his family. That what the male is for.
No, it's not.
What we. Oh God. You
Who
don't. That's
told
that.
You can't.
That's
You
that
can't. You can't
European
explain that to her. She
thing.
has an egalitarian kind of mindset, so you can't. That doesn't make sense to her.
What's wrong with having a
100%.
egalitarian mindset?
See, European.
Hold on, Michael. What's wrong with having hold up, S. What's wrong with having an egalitarian mindset?
Everybody's not equal.
No.
That's,
Okay,
that's the reality.
you're
Everybody's
right.
not equal.
You're right, King. Everybody is not equal. Everybody is not the same. However, everyone is equal in value, and everyone is equal. When it
Yes,
comes
we
to
understand that
opportunities.
from a human's perspective. Yes,
100, and everyone should be equal when it comes to opportunities as well. So if a
absolutely.
woman
But
wants to
guess
go out
what?
and work, she should be
Everybody's
able
not
to
going
do
to make $1 million, correct?
that. Of course, that's like not possible.
Okay. So
So
what's the problem?
hold up.
The same way,
Hold up, real
every man
quick.
is not a
Pause, y'all.
provider.
Pause, because you're right, dog. Because it's equity, and that's the point I'm trying to get to. Right? It's not that everybody's equal. Right? The thing is, you devalue yourself. Right? You want to devalue yourself so bad, and you want to be a victim. Like, okay, but that takes it. Hold up, and you know what? You can have all of it. Y'all got all of it. But the fact
I'll
remains,
take it.
men are aging faster than women. That's the topic.
Okay, nobody's crying about it. We accept it.
No. I'm saying like you got it, sir. You got it. Y'all got to do all that work. You should be at work right now. Why you not clocked in?
I'm sorry. I go to work
You
later.
sit on the
Sorry.
phone. No. What? You should be working
I go to work
16
later.
hours a day, sir.
Go to work later.
And
Why you not at work?
sir, listen to what I'm saying. You the
Why you not at
provider.
work?
You should be working 16
Why
hours
you
a
not at work?
day. You should be sleeping for 4, and the rest of the time you should be protecting, sir.
Why you not at work?
No. You the provider, sir. Why you not at work?
Oh, you want
missing
to be
the
lazy
point.
and just stay home?
No. I'm no woman. Remember, I ain't gotta do all that.
You have an egalitarian mindset. We're equal. So why you not
You
working?
just learned that word, didn't you?
Why you not working? Exactly.
No, I have an egalitarian.
Equality when it's
Hold up real
convenient.
quick. He ain't saying shit. You saying exactly like that. You ain't saying shit. Go
Right.
ahead, Bunny. Hold up, sir. Go ahead, Bunny.
Sorry, I don't like to interrupt just outright. Hi, I'm 35 and I'm
Oh, you ain't gotta give me all the information. That's TikTok job. What you think about
I'm sorry. Yeah, I agree. I would agree. And I wanted to come up here just because the nonsense of men, this idea that men are less valued because they're not providers is nonsense. It's nonsense. That's not why I married my husband.
Thank you, Dark Horse. That was pretty.
Can I look? If a man wasn't providing for his family, you would consider him as a deadbeat. But I don't know.
Michael, what I don't
I
understand is how are you talking for women about how they feel about men that are providers? I'm
Oh,
sorry, but
just-
there are
just
women
like-
who are telling you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold up, y'all. If y'all hold up. If everybody talking, people in the comments gonna say they can't hear. Y'all can't talk over each other.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, let us land and then respond, Michael.
Yes, ma'am.
There are women here giving you their opinion, giving you how they feel about a situation, and you're saying no, that's not true. Do you have a vagina to say that?
No, man. No.
I didn't marry my husband because he was a provider. I've always worked more than my husband. I've always worked more hours, more jobs, and when I say jobs, I'm a contractor. So I've worked more than my husband. It makes no difference to me. I actually want him to relax because he's always so stressed out.
Thank
But
you
I
for
married him.
that's a good
I
for
married. I married
Let her
him.
finish.
I married him because of who he is and how he treated me, which was with respect, which apparently is a very difficult thing to find with men in America.
Don't compare American men with European men or whatever you're from. No, cause I'm me as an
Tell us what the
American
difference
man.
is. Michael, tell us the
I'm a good
difference.
man, and I take care of my family. You know, my like I said, it's Miss Host. Very well, you know how the thinking is here. If a man is not providing for his family, says laying around, playing around on the couch all day, he considered a deadbeat. So if we was like myself, we providing for our family, taking care of them, done these so-called dangerous jobs in order to provide for them. You saying that you shouldn't be doing that?
But
I,
you're not
No,
providing.
hold up,
what
S.
do you mean I'm not providing?
I'm saying y'all underline faster because of it.
Yes, ma'am. I'm a first class welder at the shipyard, right?
Sir,
You know.
sir, no, you about to do. We ain't gotta do all your personal stories,
I'm
sir.
sorry. Yes,
We ain't
ma'am.
gotta do all that.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. I apologize.
What's up, Aris?
I'm gonna step down. Thank you for having me.
I'm
You
not
just call me.
sure.
Terry, you can just call me TD if it's easier. You don't got to say that
Nah,
name if you don't
I
want
mean, you
to.
got the name on the screen. That's the one.
But I changed it anyway. Yeah, they do age faster because not only because their diets are usually poorer than ours, like they don't eat right, but they do a lot of more stressful shit and physical shit to their bodies that is unnecessary. So yeah, they definitely do age faster. You can see it, and you can. And if you're a man, I'm pretty sure you can feel it.
Yeah, I know y'all just
Can I
got
pose a
here.
question?
One of the things, because I want to make sure everybody on the same accord. So one of the points I was making is testosterone makes you age faster. The telomeres and these protective caps in our DNA, they start deteriorating faster with men. Um,
Can I pose a question?
hold on. Y'all got it. Hold up.
Does that mean we're talking? I want to
Now
know
you
what the
got. Hold up. Go
stressful.
ahead. Hold up. Go ahead, Liz. My bad, y'all. Hold up.
Yeah, well, I mean, it makes sense because they unalive sooner too, right? So, and like, I'm sorry, I've met men who, like, they've shown me pictures of themselves in their 20s, and they're literally unrecognizable compared to the person that they were in their 20s. I'm talking like, could have been a male model at 25, is like bald and just a completely different body shape. Nothing about them is the same at 45. I've not seen that really happen to women in the same way, to be honest.
No, I know a dude who peaked in middle school. That shit is wild.
What?
Yeah. In middle school, he had a full goatee. He thought he was the shit. By the time he hit his 20s, he was like an old ass man. That hairline was gone. He was smoked out.
That's funny. Yeah. But anyway, like I heard someone, I think it was Bunny, talking about American. There is no safe type of man. There's no region where men are magically not dangerous anymore. Like, we need to really stop with that narrative. Like, men are just dangerous, period. That's it.
I want to know what is the stressful shit that men are doing, because I'm so sorry, having a job, and most men have average jobs, they're making average amount of money. What is the stressful shit that they're doing? They're not giving birth, they're not doing anything life threatening. I don't understand what the stressful shit is, what driving to work and coming back home.
Well, I also said they had poor diet, so they eat poorly. They
Oh
don't eat.
yes,
They
100%.
don't. They skip meals. Sometimes all they eat is fast food. All they eat is junk food. They don't exercise. They don't take care of themselves. It's a chore for some of them to take a shower 2 to 3 times a day. It's a chore. Hell, it's a chore for them to take a shower 1 time a day. Like some of y'all, yeah, some of y'all smell a mess.
With
If you want
black
me to be completely
toenails.
real,
Yeah,
I,
so I was also offering some other information. So like the X chromosome has like 1,000 genes in it for like immune function. and the Y has less than 100, right? So sometimes it's biology too, right? The mitochondria we're talking about, the more women have more mitochondria energy source in their cells, and that contributes to like the women's lifespan. Like it's a lot more than just their behaviors. The interesting thing is like they wanted the guys who came up here earlier wanted to say, because he had to go look it up. He said, well, it's about the same. It depends on your lifestyle. Like we all know it's not the same. And at what point was it ever the same, right? And not only that, it's like, well, this is why it's happening, but they don't give a fuck about it, which makes it funny because men like to say to women that y'all hit the wall at a certain age. They say that we are too old to have children, like we start declining. They actually start declining in their 30s, not women. It's just very interesting how like the delusion of men ends up being a projection that they put on women.
Oh, 100%. When men, as men age, what's it called? Their sperm declines and they're more likely to create Down syndrome babies. However, women go through menopause and they rejuvenate and they become new beings, basically.
Hold on. She said, well, men get more attractive to women as they get older. It's the opposite women to women. That's the thing. Nobody give a fuck about attraction. That's the weird part. Okay.
But is that even true? Because literally, like, and this is new for me. Like, ever since I turned 36, like, I cannot get men in their 20s to leave me alone.
Yeah, that's
And I don't know
a
if it's like like, I don't know what's going on with that, but like, it seems like it was a very clear like line. It's like, okay, and that didn't happen when I was 35, 34. Just now, like, men in their 20s won't leave me alone. So I don't think that's even necessarily true.
You know what it is? I've noticed something specifically with Americans, like American men, but a lot of men, but mostly American men. There's this weird like you like lover slash mom thing with a lot of men here, and like it's gross because you shouldn't be looking for a mom in a partner. That's why you have a mom.
I would
It's
I would challenge and say that it's not just the US though.
oh no, it's not just the US, but it's something I've noticed more being here. It does exist everywhere else, but I've noticed specifically it tends to be a problem here. And maybe that's just because I've spent the majority of my dating life here, so I probably have a little bit of a biased view on that.
No, but it is accurate. The men in our society, because they can't get emotional support from other men, they do look for like a maternal partner to be like. He wants you to be his mother. Like that's the goal. Like to find some. They say it. They want somebody who's like their mother to take care of them. And when they talk about, well, we talk to women about our problems, it's not like a productive conversation. He's like like the dude who wanted to just dump all the shit that's in his life on the fucking panel. Like they do that all the time. They want to victimize because they want their mother to come stick a titty in their mouth. Y'all know how I go. What's up, C?
Good morning, Tara. Good morning, all. I want to.
Salutations.
I'm sorry.
Salutations.
No.
Greetings, Chris.
Oh, sorry. My
Good, good.
sister's dog's yapping. I'll take this from an interesting perspective that men age faster than women. I'm not going to dispute it by any means, but another thing that's tied to this is us men don't go to the doctor because dog. Come on, leave me alone, Sammy. Sorry, I apologize. We don't go to the doctor. We let ourselves go, and with that, if you're in poorer health, you tend to age faster. And it just goes back to the fact that we need women, and women don't need us. Like we're happier and healthier if married. And yeah, very well said there, Poppy. And wow, I'm sorry, I'm just so frazzled right now.
That's fine. Just take you can take a break and join back in the conversation when you get yourself together.
Yeah.
Um, uh, how do y'all think this is common that people realize this?
That men are aging faster. Like people
Yeah,
realize.
I'm asking because my first few guests argued me down that this wasn't correct. So I'm
No, I noticed, girl, child. I noticed. I can tell. A woman at 46 and a man at 46 are drastically different. Nine times out of 10, a man at 46 looks 20 years older, whereas a woman at 46 looks 10 to 20 years younger on average.
I would also include the point that there are some relationships that do age women, but I would say that also depends on the health of the relationship. Because and this would be something anecdotal, which I know we don't like to use anecdotal, but it's important, I think, to the conversation. Um, I No one believes me when I tell them I'm 36, and
Oh my God, wow.
I've improved
Oh
my
my God, I
husband's
literally thought you were like 25.
I'm 36. I just turned 36 this year. Um, when I when I tell people that I've also improved my husband's quality of life, because he used to look not awful, but he wasn't taking care of himself. And then he started being more open to how I was living my life as far as fixing my health, because we had something happen a couple of years ago that affected how I had to live my life. And so he started following this as well, diet, exercise, so on and so forth, that I was doing. And it has also improved his quality of life. I think that there's a lot of men who drain their wife.
But
Um,
also, but the thing is, their habits that he picked up with being with you, correct?
yeah.
So that's part of it. So like, that's why he'll live a longer life and you'll live a shorter life because it's still labor teaching him how to take care of himself. Like, you're gonna keep checking up on him. Like that's literally like what women are talking about when men suck the life out of you. Cause it's like he a grown ass man. He can get together a food plan. He can be like healthy and take better care of himself. He can do the research. He can go to the specialist. He can go to the nutritionist, the doctor, and like literally work to himself. But like he's gonna allow you to do all that. So it's
Oh,
like that's literally like every year, like it's like it's weird because all the energy they gain, they literally suck the life out of you. So you doing all that labor is going to shorten your life.
so I don't teach him anything. I give him, like, for example,
Hold
uh,
on. You say hold up. No, you say he wasn't doing these things before y'all met, right?
no.
Yeah, yeah. You taught him.
When
You
you
say
say, I have a question.
you was doing it and he wasn't. Now y'all together and he is doing it. You are teaching him.
I have a question then. I guess from my understanding of teaching. So when you say teach, um, even just giving him like a phone number?
Yeah, that's labor.
Okay, that's when you say when you refer
Oh,
to teach, I
he
was
a
thinking
grown
like,
ass man. Yeah, that's labor. Let me ask you a
Yeah,
question. How much health advice do like? How many specialists have you reached out for you? Like, let's be for real. No, it's not
for
gonna be
me?
teaching in a classroom setting when he's sitting down. You at the board, but you're doing the labor. You're the one, and because you care about him and you want him to live longer, and men are more likely to engage in risk-taking behavior. It's literally taking years off your life.
Oh, there's a reason. So there is a very important reason as to why I'm doing it now. It was not something I was doing in the beginning of the relationship. He actually did that for me in the beginning because I was not I was not a healthy person.
Well, I don't know. You just say he wasn't doing it before y'all got together. So if that's
He
what you
wasn't
want to say, then whatever. You
he
got it.
wasn't doing it for himself. I had gone through some medical stuff and I wasn't taking care of it, and he was the one to actually do all the medical stuff, reach out to the doctors and kind of take care of the situation because I didn't want to come to
So you
town.
okay? Let me. Okay, there's a difference. You couldn't, so he had to. You don't have to do all the labor for him to be healthy now, though. Like you literally, you had. But what I'm saying is, you having a health issue and you needed him there for you. That makes sense. But you extending all this knowledge and effort to maintain his health at the same time is not the same thing. It's not equal. I mean, I feel like you want to feel like it's equal, and that's why I
Oh
say
no,
you
it's
can
not
have
equal.
it. No, no, no. Listen, you can have it, believe me, but we hear this shit all the time.
It's not equal at all. It would be foolish to think it is equal.
And that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to push back on it. The reality is like you're helping your husband live longer and he's helping you live a shorter life.
Because I guarantee you, he's not giving you anything of equal value. He's not helping you extend your life. He's not helping you get your health or your wealth up or anything like that. He's not helping you do that. Men don't do
Well,
that. Men extract.
actually y'all still relatively young. The older he get, the more work you want to do.
What is the benefit of a man?
Who that's for Bunny or who you asking
Now,
to?
ask that.
It was me. It was me.
For me,
Is there any benefit of men? None. There are no benefits of us.
No, I will push back on that. You all do have a benefit. If I don't want to pay, if we don't want to pay for something, then your cards are useful. But I guess it's not the man. I guess it's your card I'm using.
That's true. Yeah. Other than that,
You don't need
can't really
us
think
for
of anything.
kids. Sorry, Liz.
You're good.
Like at this point, let's face it, you could have kids without us.
Yeah.
What? You could. There's no job that you're not capable of. There really is no benefit of men at this point, and that's why you see the Y chromosome unaliving itself out of the gene pool.
No, wait, hold up, real quick, because we gotta be careful with the word. The Y chromosome is not unaliving itself. The X chromosome is destroying the Y. Let's make sure that's clear. It's not taking
Mm.
itself out. The X is beating that motherfucker up. I'm just saying. But go ahead. Yeah.
No, the X said, yeah, no, bitch, you gotta go.
Yeah, because a lot when we talk about like reproduction, like a lot of the language is important. Like men think that their sperm that's like linked to the egg, right? It's like dominating the sperm and penetrating. Like none of that stuff is happening. When we hear those type of words, they're literally sexism in biology. So yeah, the X is whooping the Y ass. Like it's not it just taking itself out. Um,
X let her hair go.
Let me pull up this thing. I had another point.
Direction.
If it wasn't for men, women wouldn't know what to do with themselves. What?
It's themselves, not they self. Sir, you might want to learn how to spell in proper pronunciation. Thank you.
You continue to see every day that you also see this. You could also say that this. You could tie this into the education that women are better educated than us men, like advancing further in their educational career and thus making better choices with their health care, prioritizing their health care, etc. Because I don't know the exact stats, and I cannot pull them up at this time. But the fact that you see men not go to university or college at the rates women are, and
I
if,
want to make another. Oh, go ahead, finish.
and you're not going to make the best choices with your body, etc., with less education, and let's face it, that's another reason why us men are aging faster.
Yeah, I want to add something too because the guy had mentioned earlier he dropped down about how women outlive men 5 to 7 years. So even like everywhere around the world, on average, women live longer, right? Despite women having children, women being responsible for domestic labor and a lot of societal pressure, women are still living longer than men. My question is though, like, right, like if women chose because we see if women chose not to live with a man, period, cause like, y'all think we could get that number even higher? Do y'all think that number could be higher? That's just like what it is. What do y'all think?
No, it could definitely be higher if women stopped cohabitating with men. Like you can, mess with them, do whatever you want to do, but have your own, maintain your own separate places, and that number would definitely increase women's livelihood and women's life expectancy. That would increase.
What you think, Liz?
I think that I know that that's what I'm going to do. Any involvement that I might have at any point with a man is going to be like for fun and like for whatever I can get out of it, and like it's not going to be anything like where we cohabitate or anything like that.
And the interesting thing about that, Liz, is a lot of people get offended when you say stuff like that. But like, if you look at like the relations between men and women, like it's just not working. Like, it's nothing wrong with men and women saying like, "Hold up, maybe we need to part ways for a while, a long term, but for a while, right?" And it's like, um, whenever we have this conversation, it's a lot of men, male centered women who like, no, like we need to be stick together because, like, again, by pairing up with a woman, that man lives longer. Like, he's literally when you pair with a man, he's literally stealing your 5 to 7 years. Just so y'all know, like that man, you was like, this was the one for me. He done took your 5 to 7 years. You done gave it over to him. Like, and that's the incentive. That's why they want to do it. And it's interesting because when we look at like the way like evolution works, we see women evolving much faster than men to the point it's like it can men even catch up. And the fact that their life expectancy is so shorter and they don't seem to be concerned about it is interesting to me because it mirrors them not giving a fuck about their health. And essentially, if they find a woman, she's going to try her best to keep him alive.
Right.
That's how it was with my grandparents. My grandmother was the one taking care of him and making sure his stuff was done. And my mother even was like, "Why are you doing that for him? He's grown. He's not disabled. It's not like he can't walk. It's not like he can't drive for himself. Why are you literally taking care of him like a baby?" Because she goes, "I don't do that." She goes, "I don't know why you're sitting there doing that for him when he can do it himself." And he got mad at her for calling it out. No, you can do it yourself.
Yeah, I mean, at the same time, it's like that's what there's a lot of conditioning that goes to that, and that's why it's important for women to understand that if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter how progressive you and your partner are, you will eventually fall into the gender roles. It happens over and over again, and that's why I said it's important for women not to like other themselves, like, and that's why I was giving that lady pushback when she claimed that like they both was equally contributing because they're not, because it's not a thing where I'm doing this and like you're doing it and I'm not. No, it's like that's the way the relationships work.
Yeah, my mom has had to like reinforce her boundaries several times with my dad to be like, I'm not like if we can either like equally do the housework or we're hiring, people to do it for us. And of course he didn't want, so she was like, okay, we're hiring people to do it for us. That's non-negotiable. And like, you can figure this out yourself. You can call you like several times. She's been like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing it. And like at a certain point, I'm not even going to reinforce that. You just figure it out, because otherwise, like he's going to put as much on her as like he can get away with.
Hey, Summer. Yeah, and the fact that she got to keep reinforcing it, like I'm pretty sure they've been together for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just have to keep reestablishing boundaries like that is a headache. That's why I said, like, we really think about it. Imagine the amount of stress a person has to put you through to take years of your life off.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a lot of fucking stress. Hi, Miss Crashow.
Hey Tara, good morning everybody. I was listening. I had to step away because I was getting overstimulated with the
Them niggas trying to stress you out.
I never understand how I never understand, but yeah, men age faster. I think that and like, I feel like we be repeating ourselves in like different conversations, but we've talked about this. Like, men had to lie in the same way that they had to create these systems that we know of patriarchy, capitalism, and all of these things. They had to create this lie within that like they are they get better with age. Like, it takes them like a girl matures at 14, but a man doesn't get where he needs to be till he's 40. And like, he looks better, he's moving better, like everything's better. Like, that has to be the lie to justify the child marriages, to justify the predators, to justify the pedos. Like, that has to be the lie, right? And it's just made up because in reality, it's the way they are when they're sick. Imagine when they're actually having ailments that come with age. If they can't have a fucking summer cold without falling out and causing you a damn headache, what make you think they're just aging gracefully? That's one. Two, y'all know I love Eric Mays. Rest in peace, Eric Mays. But Eric Mays was a gaslighter. Eric Mays was a fool. But one day he was talking on the council, and and anybody who knows Eric Mays is very, very thin. But you could tell from 2018 to the clip that I'm talking about, which is in 2022, how much he aged as far as like his looks, because he didn't take care of himself. And he validates that he didn't take care of himself. As thin as he was thin, very small, probably the same size he's been all his life. He said that if he haven't been to the doctor in years, and if he were to go to the doctor and they cut on him, he would explode. And although he said it with comedy relief or whatever, the fact is a lot of men are just like him. Like, they're just like him. And I could go on and on because I got a coworker that's dealing with her husband who half the stuff that's wrong with him today, a year and a half post his retirement, a lot of the shit that's wrong with him could have been remedied 10 or 15 years ago had he went to the doctor when she was telling him to. But that's a whole nother story. The point is, y'all niggas be old and tired. Y'all got y'all middle of y'all bodies be fucking spaghetti noodles, fucking gummy worms. Y'all shit don't work. You be depressing because you can't get your shit up. You lose your bow. I can go on and on and on, but I'm gonna leave it there.
Live it up, live it up to your name.
Crash out every time. They piss me off, but yeah.
No, that's right.
Hey, Dark Horse.
Hey y'all, hey everyone.
What's going on?
I wanted to tell Mia they'll go to the doctor to get them blue pills.
Oh yeah.
But not to the heart doctor to make sure that shit count.
Look, they're gonna lie to the doctor and tell them they're gonna do everything you say you tell me to do. I'm gonna fix everything. Are you gonna give me the blue pill? Then walk right out of there and unalive themselves with them blue pills. But doctor says you only can take these if you do X, Y, and Z. But I did want to say too with the aging part. I know we're talking, physically. The biology speaks for itself, so we don't ever argue science, right? But what's funny is if we were to separate and like get our years back, where they are now would go down even further. So while we're going to increase our life expectancy, it would go down. We've had some examples of some wives over here saving their husbands, right? So if you know that you are around here providing life-sustaining care, and that means that the gap is going to get even wider between men and women. The more that we decenter, the more that we separate and have them live on their own, you'll see exactly how much they don't care about themselves. They never cared. It was you the whole time. Funny situation. If you're the one that's doing all of the domestic labor in the house and you're cooking and you start cooking healthier, he just gets the benefit, right? He's going to get it by default. So there's some healthy habits that you may have. You're going to say, no, I'm not doing anything for him. So y'all eat separate meals? Stop playing. I just wanted to address that point. And the last one is, yeah, we out here Benjamin buttoning y'all asses, and we love it. Okay, that's it.
Also, also a lot of women, a lot of married women in particular, will lie to themselves, right? They'll lie to themselves and sit there and say like, "Oh, I'm not doing this for him. I'm not, I'm not doing X, Y, and Z for him." Yes, you are, because that man would not do it himself. He would not sit here and do what you without your help or your intervention. They would not be quote unquote the healthy people that you will, love without your intervention. And my mom tried to tell me, "Oh, I don't do that. I don't tell him about it." Ma'am, you had to remind that man that he had a doctor's appointment 2 days ago. Stop playing with me.
But the interesting thing about that is that what women are doing is a very human thing, right? It's a very human thing to have like empathy for a person and want them to be around, right? If you think about the way women take care of their children, like you want your children to be around, you want to be healthy, you want to make sure they're eating right and things like that. Or you want to take it for their yearly checkups, and that was the point that was made earlier, where like you do have men who get jealous of the children because essentially they want you to do all those things, but you're supposed to be the you're supposed to be the mother. And essentially that's the dynamic of the relationships. The women become the mother. She's making the doctor appointments, making sure, he got his little grapes in his lunch and all that shit. You end up doing that amount of labor. And it's not a thing of like, oh, well, a man can do it, whatever. He don't care enough for it. Like Doc was saying, like they literally, a lot of these men are so depressed that like they don't give a fuck if they live or unalive.
I also think too, like with the married, like with the women doing the labor, because I feel like it's what you said earlier. You were talking about an ego, about women who are, being called out for, you're doing extra labor, you're doing the extra work, basically just saying, "Hey, you're doing the extra work." They bristle, like, "No, I'm not. I'm not doing the extra work." Yeah, you are. Like, I don't think you realize that. Yeah, you are. Like he would not be doing that stuff if you were not helping him or giving it to him or advising him. You basically are acting like his surrogate parent. And she literally didn't like that. She bristled. I'm like, I'm not being mean. I'm telling you that's what you're doing. You're treating him like you would do one of us.
And what did you say to him?
I told him, I said, "I don't know why she's doing this for you." I said, "You're damn near 50 years old and she's having to make her doctor's appointments, remind you of stuff." I said, "You're damn near 50. You can't make a doctor's appointment." And I told my brother the same thing. My brother's 19 and she was trying to make him a doctor's appointment. No, he's 19 years old. He could make his own doctor's appointment. No, these are grown men. No.
I was talking to my son about that too. It's another reason why women end up making doctor's appointments too, is because we have to get like it's something that we have to do at a much younger age because we go through menstruation. Women need like what is it, like different types of birth control. It's just interesting how that works out or whatever. But yeah, you essentially just saving that man life. But the reality is like when you care about somebody, that's what happens. You want them to survive. You're not gonna want them to unalive. You're not like a lesson a person's supposed to learn where essentially they could unalive is not a lesson a lot of people want to teach, unfortunately. Um, Another thing I wanted to think is interesting because like even when it comes to like taking care of a partner, you also remember that men have a much lower pain tolerance. So it's like uh a lot of times women will feel sick and they'll call their own doctor and they'll take their own medicine. But he feel like I think they even when they say the 1 to 10 scale don't work accurately for women because of that. But men will like require a lot more help for a lot less. But yeah, that was on my points.
No, no, that just bothered me. But go ahead, Doc.
No, I was gonna say too. I think when I say energy too, people think that I'm talking about some old, I don't know, weird stuff, but I'm still talking. So when I say energy is finite, it's still scientific. It is finite, right? And if you have, you know what, this is better, so I don't weird people out. Think about time. Time is finite, no discussion. But the time that you spend caring for that adult, your kids are gone. You got another 40 with him. But the time you spend caring for that adult is a minus on the time you could take care of yourself. But he still has his full clock. Does that make sense? And he wasting his. He's not taking care of himself. But you
Yeah.
only have a finite number of hours, minutes, days in your life. And while you'd like to say, oh no, I'm just helping him out, he's not doing anything for him. So his whole clock, even though he's still effing off, you know, and doing what he's doing, you're adding time. So you're giving, that's the life force you're giving up. So not to make it spiritual, you are every call you make. Every single thing you do is time that you didn't do for yourself. And that's how we start to erode at ourselves. Because if we put that into us and it was something to propel ourselves as far as living longer, then we would have that time and then we would get the extra years. But that's how they get the extra years. It is literally a clock. So if you think about it like that, then you can see, hey, these times I did this for him, I could have been doing something for myself to extend my own life. And you didn't. And he didn't. And then also,
The fact that it's not returned is crazy.
yeah, and it doesn't have to be returned. We could all take care of ourselves. It never needed to be returned. There's a community feel where we all pitch in when someone is down and they can't do for themselves. And if there was a community, I could spare 5 minutes if 20 of us were sparing it. But me sparing my whole lifetime to someone to take care of them, absolutely not. But that's the community. If we all pooled our time, pooled our resources, and cared like that, it'd be different. But these men will tell you they don't want nobody here taking care of them but you. And you go for it and you listen to it instead of walking the hell out, because he gonna walk out on you when you get sick. But some of these things that
That's what I was talking about. Because, like, I agree with you. It's important that when I say he's not going to give it back, is if you get sick, a lot of men will walk out. They will walk out, or they will not take care of you. It will not be. It's not like I'm taking care of you, and when I get sick, you take care of me. It's one sided. But go ahead, Dark Horse. I wanted to say that.
yeah, they're the succubus, if you guys want to know. And they have to move on to a new host. So if you can't give of your time and energy anymore, that's what he was there for. So that's why he has to move on. The minute you cut off someone and you are no longer a resource and they can't get your time, energy, resources, and doing things, that's a line in the sand for men. When men say they stayed in a marriage, I don't love her, I don't like her, blah, 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 it's because she was still doing for him. Men don't never divorce, they don't never leave because she's still doing it. Let her stop. Let a woman stop. You think she will? Let a woman stop doing what she doing. He will be out of there. He is only there to take. There is no man staying with a woman and he's doing everything in the house because she quit. And she said, I ain't doing shit no more. You got to get it done. And we
And you
don't
ain't never
quit.
lied.
So that's the trick of cohabitation. The trick of cohabitation is he knows you're not going to go hungry, you're not going to live in filth, and you're not going to get evicted. You're not doing it for him, you're doing it for yourself. The fucked up part is that he was in there. So now he's going to get it no matter what, because you have to do what? You have to take care of yourself. And he knows that. He knows it. So that's why he never leaves his wife. It's not because she loves him and she's doing it because she loves him. She's doing it for herself because she has to survive. And they know that. But if you quit, I don't know how you're going to quit, because where you going to stay? You're not going to have no lights. You're not going to have no water. They know all of that. But let's say y'all live separate. What's the tool then? What is he going to use? You just ain't got to pick up the phone and answer the door anymore. That's it. That's as simple as a cutoff. Yeah, but go ahead.
So true, and that's why my bad, Dark Horse. Go ahead and land. My bad. I keep
I
interrupting.
made it, baby.
I know, just it's so true, because like it is interesting to be the one trying to, you literally just survive. You trying to survive, and he just like being the opposite of that is crazy. And like what you said about the community part is so real, because it's like to be in that vulnerable position, it's like it's like you end up doing a lot of work. And I think that part is that the part about when we age, like when you get older, you realize you change as you age, things change. And the idea that like, oh, it'll be one way and it's always gonna be like this. No, life is gonna come at you fast. And no, you're right. You're gonna be trying to like keep yourself fucking alive and fucking taken care of. And it's like you have this person pulling at you and you have to keep pulling them up with you, and it's fucking crazy. And which is why it makes no sense for men to be threatening women with unalive and alone if they're not with them, because she's going to unalive alone anyway. Like, she's pulling you along with her, and you still not going to make it to the finish line.
I had a vision when you said that. Like, I saw it in my mind. So me going around the track and on that last lane. he just fall off and I keep running towards the end. Oh, that shit was good. Absolutely, y'all. Absolutely. Listen
And
to this advice.
I love how Dark Horse brought up how men are not going to stay when you get sick, or rather, they're going to pretend like they don't know how to take care of you when you're sick. Because tell me why I was doing majority of the labor when my mom had surgery 2 years ago. I was the one who had to come over to her house and help her with the kids and help her with the labor because my dad decided that he didn't quote unquote know how to, and that got like we got into it real bad about that because she's sitting in bed, she cannot move, she can't go like she can barely walk to the bathroom because she had gallbladder surgery and stomach surgery. So she could barely walk to the bathroom. She can't like she's helpless. And you're at work, understandable. But when you're not at work, you could instead of going to the living room to watch TV or whatever, you could have helped her. You could have, you could helped her go to the bathroom. You could have helped her get her meals. You could have helped her with the children. And it just the disconnect was not like it was not there. Like I was the one who had to come all the way from college, mind you, to help her because he was just I don't know if he was unwilling or he just genuinely didn't know how. I think he was unwilling. And yeah, I don't know why men act like that. I don't know why they can't just, you know, do what needs to be done. Like that's your wife. Why can't you just help her?
Men
What?
leave their women, like leave women because of them getting sick. I mean, like that's super common.
Would anybody else want to say something? All right, okay. Well, thanks for coming up, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping and participating. I appreciate y'all. Who's this? Um, Hold up. You saying a lot of crazy shit. What's up, Shimmy? What you say?
Um, can you hear me? Or is my
Oh, my bad. I dropped you. Your voice ain't sound right. I got paranoid. I'm gonna end it anyway, y'all. I'm gonna take off. Thank y'all for coming up and participating. Thank y'all for tapping the live and all that. If y'all missed anything or you want to hear the whole conversation, you can go watch it on YouTube. I appreciate y'all.